Yeah. Top of the morning, top of the morning. Y'all know what day it is, right? You know it's like best day ever. Because every day is best day ever. Always say the best day is the best. Today is the best day of your life because yesterday already happened and tomorrow's not here yet. So all you have is today. And if you don't believe that's the best day of your life, you don't even have an opportunity for possibly being the best day of your life. I'm feeling good today. Extremely well. We just got back from Dallas. If you follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing it or seeing our journey. We just got back from Dallas, and man, what a trip it was. Um, I'm inspired. I'm really inspired, and from a person that gives inspiration out for a living, I'm happy to be expired. I mean, inspired. I'm sorry. I'm really inspired. I'm really inspired to change. I'm really inspired to do more, to expand my thinking, and that's the best thing about mentorship. I talked about it last show. When you have other people give you ideas that you value and trust. And here's the thing: like people give you ideas and they'll give you opinions, and they're not in your industry or they have no idea what you're actually doing. So sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it. It doesn't land like the way you want it to, or you don't take it as serious because of who they are, you know. And it's not that they're not trying to help you, but we say all the time, people come in our office all the time and always give us advice and they tell us, hey, this what you should do. This would be a good idea. And we take them on. Most of them are good ideas. Some of them are things that we thought of before. Sometimes they're new ideas. Sometimes it's out of the capacity that we can handle at the moment because of all things that we're doing. But nevertheless, when you find somebody in your field and you find somebody that's doing what you're doing and you can find mentorship in them, I'm going to tell you right now, hold them close and let them know, listen to me, let them know that you want an intentional relationship with that person. I'm so serious. An intentional relationship. I told Don when we was out there, he had me speak in front of everybody for a short period of time, which I was not expecting, but I told him, I said, man, we best friends and he don't even know it. Me and Don are best friends, don't even know it. But anyways, the trip was great. That's not what y'all here for. Y'all here to hear about today's topic. Today's topic is about changing fast. Coming back from Dallas, I realized we got a lot of changes to make. I saw new ways of doing things. I saw a new light. I was able to really learn. I'm so excited because I don't find opportunities to learn all the time. I mean, I look for them, but it's really hard to get knowledge when you're in an industry such as mine that's not built, is being built. We're making it right now. The blueprint is happening as we're speaking currently. So I was so excited to get knowledge that I never had before and see things I never seen before. And we're bringing it back here. So anyways, the topic of today is change fast. The reason why I want to say change fast is because most of us take our time when it comes to change. We take our sweet time. We love to change slow. We always say we don't want to change too many things at once. We want to take our time. And here's the thing, like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to change? Why are you waiting to change this? Why are you waiting to change that? Why are you saying next summer? Why are you saying next year? Why not change everything now? I've often said that I like change, and when change happens, I like to change everything. Why not? Why not transition at once altogether? If you know you're going to do something in the future, if you know you're going to make a change in the future, why not make it now? Why burn the time? Seriously. And this is something that I had to learn recently. I would say the epiphany came from when I was in Dallas with the team and realizing that we're changing things here, but we're not changing fast enough. We're changing slowly to make people comfortable. We're changing slowly because it's more comfortable for us. We're trying to be comfortable. And when I noticed that we were trying to be comfortable, I said, oh no, we must not be comfortable. If we're going to make the change, let's make them. The only reason why we're not making them because we were so uncomfortable. We didn't want to be uncomfortable with the changes. So change fast. Don't change slow. Change fast. Time is not on your side. So if you're going to make changes, make them now. Hear what I just said. If you're going to make changes, make them now. Make all of them right now. And make it fast. Make it quick. Make it immediate. I'm a huge believer in changing everything at once. Why not? It's kind of like if you got to go get a tooth pulled, you got to get multiple teeth pulled. Wouldn't you rather go in all one setting and just knock it out? Just let me get all my teeth pulled now. So I feel like change is uncomfortable. So why, ladies and gentlemen, why not make it all in one go? If you know you're going to change something next year, why not change it now? Why not put on your hard hat right now? Why not make all the changes necessary right now and make them fast and be bold? Be confident in your decisions and the change that you're making. I truly believe that most of us are afraid of change because we know that when we change, it changes things around us. It changes the people. And we're so afraid for the people to change around us as well. You got to understand, with change comes change. So if people around you change, it's probably for the best. If they change around you, it's probably for the best. Let's be honest. Most people run from the opportunity to grow. Hear what I just said. Most people run from the opportunity to grow because it requires what, ladies and gentlemen? It requires that change. The opportunity to grow because it requires you to change your opinion. It requires you to change your thoughts. It requires you to change your philosophy. And so many people believe they know everything. People believe that they're always right. Most people think they're always right, including myself. I'm not, I'm guilty of it too. But because I have grown a self-analysis, I guess, structure of myself, I'm able to see those opportunities. I'm able to see those moments where I'm not being as open as I should be. I'm not being open to change. I'm not being open to growth. Change fast, grow fast. Oh my God, this is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is worth listening to right here. Change fast, grow fast. Change slow, you grow slow. You change one thing at a time, it's going to take you forever. Most people want to change one thing at a time because they say, well, I don't want to confuse people. Maybe it's going to be too much. So what? Then make it be too much. Because what is too much of by waiting is time. I'd rather be uncomfortable than waste time. I'd rather be uncomfortable than waste time. Time is not on your side, so you must change fast. I'm gonna say top of the morning to Gates is in the building. What's up, Gates? Y'all know from New Black History Maker. Stop playing with her. Listen to her every Friday at 3:30. She's right here on the Good News. And she's been making changes to her business. Change. And here's the thing. It's not about just changing what's going on inside of your business. Not about just changing what's going on the outside. It's also changing who you are on the inside. Hear what I'm saying? Here, follow me here. You got to change fast. That means habits got to change fast. People love gradual things. I'm a fan of ripping the Band-Aid. People love things to build over time. I'm a fan of doing it as fast as we can. That's why I always say I don't have a time limit on my goals. Everything is ASAP. As soon as possible. When you put a time limit on it, you start to suffer from Parkinson's law. You know what Parkinson's law is? That means however time you think it will take you, it will take you. I've talked about this on this show many times. If you say in 3 years, I want to be this, it's going to take you 3 years. What if you could have did it in a year and a half? Now, how does this work? Let me give you an example. I've used this example plenty of times. I'm going to use it some more. If it takes you 100 tries to get something right, if you do it once a day, it's going to take you 100 days. If it takes you 100 tries to get something right, if you do it twice a day, it's going to take you 50 days. You cut your time in half by doubling your effort. You hear what I just said? You cut your time in half by doubling your effort. You cut the time in half to your success by doubling your effort. Let me ask you a question. Can you double your effort right now? Can you do more than what you're doing right now? Chances are you can. People really believe that they are grinding. And this is a word that's been thrown around so many times, it's starting to lose its value. What is grinding, ladies and gentlemen? Because for last time I checked, everybody, if you go to work, you're grinding. Everybody's grinding. So what is the difference between the ones who are super successful and the ones who are not, and everybody's grinding? The difference is their grind is different based on their effort. See, most people grind by doing what they have to do. I said this before. Most people grind by doing what they have to do. They only do what's required. They only do what's necessary. They only change when they have to. They only change when they have to. The successful that I've talked to, they enforce change upon themselves. You hear what I just said? They enforce change upon themselves. They don't wait for circumstances to make them change. They change their circumstances. It's a big difference when you become in control of your life and you realize, like, hey, I can change any day, any moment. Let me ask you a question. When's the best day to make a change? You tell me, when is the best day to make a change? Chances are you're going to say when? Today. Right now is the best chance you have at making a change. And I'm telling you right now, make that change fast. Don't wait around a long time. Don't do it. Don't wait around a long time to make decisions. Make them fast. The reason why we take so long to make certain decisions is because we fear making the wrong one. But I'm gonna tell you right now, wasting time is worse than making the wrong decision, because when you don't make a decision, you don't know if it's wrong or not. So you're wasting time and you're wasting brain space. It's unnecessary brain space you're taking up by not making a decision. Make decisions fast and deal with the success or deal with the consequences. Either way, you'll find out. I always say I'm not a theologian by no means, but we all know the Bible says be hot or be cold. Whatever you do, don't be lukewarm. Don't be on the fence. Don't be undecided. I read a book. I believe it was, what was it? Was it Willpower? I believe it was Willpower that said this. It says that indecision. No, I think it was, sorry, not Willpower. Outwitting the Devil. It talks about indecision. It's like one of the worst diseases of mankind. You hear what I say? It's a disease. Indecision, the inability to choose. Conversations with God said, life is not about finding out who you are. It's about choosing who you want to be. Most people haven't chosen who they want to be, so they don't know what changes to make. That's why you're stuck. You don't know who you want to be. You haven't chosen yet. You're waiting to find out, but there is no finding out. There's only a choice. Doesn't God give us God gives us the opportunity to decide for ourselves. That's the power that God gave us, right? To decide. So make a decision. Use the power that God gave you. Use the power that God gave you. It's super important that we change, and we change fast, ladies and gentlemen. We must get to it. We can't continue waiting all day long. You know, I love football so much, and I love the fact they have a play clock for those who don't know. You got 25 seconds to choose a play. If you do not choose a play in 25 seconds, a 5-yard penalty is called delay of game. Most people are delaying their life. They're getting 5-yard penalties, 5-yard penalties, 5-yard penalties, because they can't choose a play. They can't choose a play in their life. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know if they want to go for the touchdown, the first down. They don't know if they want to run the ball, throw the ball. They haven't decided. Make some decisions for yourself so that way you can know exactly what to change. See, once the decision is made, there's no point of waiting. Hear what I'm saying? Once the decision is made, there's no point in waiting to make the change. Once you've decided, immediately make the change that's necessary to be what you decide to be, to do what you decided to do. It is vital, ladies and gentlemen. It is vital that you decide what is going to be. You must decide what is going to be for you. If you're just now tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Top of the morning with Keep Good News, right here on the Good News Radio, TGN Talk. So excited. Just got back from Dallas. Learned so much. Had the opportunity to do a show with the whole crew, with the Get Right came out, and the whole executive team, and we had a blast. The Southern hospitality was at an all-time high. My aunt took care of us. The people out there took care of us. We had a blast. And everything I learned when we came back was on the plane. I said, hey, I know we said we was going to make these changes in the summer, but I think we're going to make these changes right now. And we all agree. We said, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Some people they think that if they wait, there's going to be a better moment. It's going to be a better opportunity. They think things are going to be easier if they wait. Most of the time, for whatever you're trying to do, there's no better time than right now. No matter the situation, there's no better time than right now. There's no better time than right now because you don't know how much time you actually have left. So it's best to take advantage of the handful of days you have here on this earth. So that way, that's why you can't change slow. You don't have the luxury of time to change slow. It's going to take you forever to get to your goal if you're changing slow. It's going to take you a long time. I can say for sure there's successes that we've had because we made them fast, and there's things that we've done unsuccessfully because we've waited so long. You know, it's funny because when we said we were going to open up our next station, you know, I always tell people I don't really know how we're going to do any of the things that we do. There is no how. It's just simply the decision, and we'll figure out the how later. We will figure out the how later. The how doesn't matter. What matters first is making the decision and making the changes to go with the decision. The how will reveal itself when the time comes. You just have to be prepared for when the how comes. I always tell people I depend on luck so much, but I'm prepared to be lucky. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm prepared to be lucky. I count on luck most of the time. So I'm preparing for luck to come. So when luck comes, I'm ready for it. Luck ain't gonna pass me by. I'm gonna get lucky. I believe that I'm a lucky person because I'm always prepared for it. I don't concern myself with how things are gonna happen. I really don't. Not until after I decide. Once I decide, then the how starts to formulate itself. But I decide first, you understand? Like you have to decide you want to be successful before you figure out how you're going to be successful. Do you understand what I just said? You have to decide you're going to be great before you know how you're going to be great. You have to decide what it's going to be for you. You have to decide, like Conversations with God said, you have to decide what your life is going to be. Once you decide, then you make the changes that go with your decision. You make them. And you don't worry about if it's the right decision or not, because the only wrong thing you can do is not make a decision at all. That's the only thing you can, that's the only wrong thing you can do is to not make a decision at all. So many of us don't make decisions. We wait so long. We don't change fast. We change very, very slow. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what makes people. Let me say this. I think is that people don't really believe in what they're talking about. I think a lot of people talk because you got to have something to say. You want to be in good graces. It's kind of like when somebody asks you how you doing, you automatically say good, even if you're not good. That's how people talk about their dreams and their choices. It's just filler. They don't really mean it. They don't really mean it. People don't really mean when they say that this is what I want to be, they don't really mean it. People say they want to be successful, they don't really mean it. People say they want to be great, they don't really mean it because they have yet to make the decision. They want to be. There's a big difference between wanting to be great and then making the decision to be great. Oh my God, you hear what I just said? There's a big difference between wanting to be great and making a decision to be great. Most people want to be great. The above average make the decision to be great, and they make the necessary changes that's required to be great. They make the changes fast because they want to be great as fast as possible. And the reason why you want to be great as fast as possible, so you can be great for as long as possible. If you live to 70, you don't want to be great at 69 and die at 70. You want to be great now so you can have this greatness until the day that you leave this earth. That's the point of it. It's not enough to want it. You have to make a decision for it. It's cool you want something to eat, but until you make a decision on what it's going to be, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be hungry if you don't make a decision. It's cool you want to be wealthy, but have you decided that you're going to be wealthy? Have you made the decision that I'm going to be wealthy? When you make the decision, you make the changes right after. Most people still have not made the decision. They're still in a want phase. They still want things. They haven't decided to have them yet. They haven't started acting as if they already have it. See, when you make the decision, you start moving as if you already have it because you're preparing for you have to be prepared for success. Listen, most people who are super successful has prepared for success. They didn't say I want to be successful. They said I'm deciding to be successful. It's a big difference. Do you hear what I'm saying? Most people want these things. They haven't decided to be them yet. Everybody want to be a big star, but they haven't decided to be a big star. Everybody want to be number one, but you haven't decided to be number one. It's a big difference when you decide. You're different. You move different. I decided I wanted to be successful, so I moved different. No BS. I tell people all the time. When I decided I wanted to be successful, I started making changes in my life. And not just in business, in my personal life. And I have to make that decision over and over again. I got to ask myself and answer the question every time. Keith, because it comes like, you want to be successful, but guess what? How successful do you want to be now? You want to be a little successful? Because it's a spectrum here. How successful do you want to be? It's not enough to just say, I want to be successful. You got to be specific. You got to be specific on what it is you want. It's necessary. Make the decision and then make the changes fast. Make the decision on what it is you're going to do. Make a decision on what your life is going to be. Hell, some people say they want to be great, but they want that, but their decision, they decided to be average. You can tell by their actions. You say you want to be wealthy, but you decided to not be. I can see from what you do on a daily basis. Wealthy people don't do what you're doing. It's a difference. It's a big difference. So ask yourself, do you want to be successful or have you decided to be successful? When you make the decision, then you make the changes. Once the decision is made, the changes must follow. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't be stuck in the world of indecision. It is a disease. Indecision kills more dreams than anything else. Indecision causes more frustration than anything else. To me, you ask me, indecision is the leading cause of frustration. The leading cause of frustration is indecision. Not knowing what it is you want. Not knowing, not deciding what it is going to be for you. So, John, we end the show today. Regardless of what you make the decision, and then you immediately make the changes to go with that decision. You got to back up what you decided by your actions. Like I heard a great man say, the proof in your desires is in your daily activity. What are you doing on a daily basis? And that's how I'll know what it is you want. I can tell by your actions what it is that you want. And then I can also tell by your actions what it is you decided to do. A lot of people want, a few people decided. Everybody wants, a few people decided. You know, I was listening to now end with this. I was listening to an interview with Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban decided in college he was going to be a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? He decided in college that he was going to, like he was telling all his friends, I'm going to be a billionaire when he was in college. He made the decision to be a billionaire early on. Other billionaires, at one point, they decided that they was going to be a billionaire. I'm making a decision for myself now that I'm going to be a billionaire. So make the decision. Make the decision for yourself. Decide what it is that is going to be. It's not about desire. It's about decision. It's not about what you want. It's not about desire. It's about what you decide. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I'm hyped up. Y'all go win today, and I will see y'all Wednesday.